I challenged you to create a 10 seconds animation of a PS5 controller in just 2 weeks, and you guys, wow. Today I'll be reviewing your submissions and I'll be rating them under these categories: concept, visual design style, animation, sound design, and marketing. By concept, I mean, what story are you trying to tell? How cool is your concept? Visual design style: how well do you follow the principles of design in terms of color, composition, contrast, camera angles, all that good stuff. Number 3, animation: how smooth is your animation? From keyframe to keyframe, how good does it look? Number 4, sound design: 50% of a video is its sound. Music choice: how well you cut to the music and the actual sound effects. And finally, marketing: we are creating a product animation here. That means there's an actual goal for the video. How well do you sell the product? So the first submission on our list today is Drew Desk. Let's see. Wow. Honestly, did not expect someone to do this. I expected most of it to be clean, soft, and Apple commercial like, but nah, I did not expect this. So for concept, I'm going to give you a 5. Sweet concept. How did you even come up with this in just 2 weeks? Getting the entire set prepared and animating the entire thing. Really nice. In terms of visual design style, I actually like the style. There is a clear color palette here, and you can see that the lava/fire is the color yellow, and the actual controller is also accented with yellow, which just made everything coherent. But the problem here is there is no sound. We'll get to that soon. So for visual design style, I'm going to give you a 4. For animation, you can see this person actually put some effort, putting I think the smoke was composited, the dust was composited. I don't know exactly how he put this together. Is this a stock footage? Because if you actually made this in 2 weeks, then wow, nice. I like the shot where the controller just came out. Yeah, that was really, really nice. But you could see that some of these rocks were just randomly hanging at some point, like around here. Yeah, like they just stopped. We shouldn't see them stop at all. We should see them moving even so slightly. But apart from that, this is really, really cool. Really cool. So for animation, I'm going to give this a 4. Yeah, 4 star. Now for sound design, obviously you guys know I'm going to give this a 0. This is a 0 rating. There was literally no sound here. Maybe I spent just a little bit of time adding some sound design to have really brought this to life. In fact, I'm going to add some sound design now just to show you the difference of how it could be. You see, a lot better, a lot more immersive. Even though the concept was cool, did it really pass a message? No, it didn't pass any message to me. It was a cool concept to look at, right? But if you had like just a line of text that says breaking barriers or something corny, something like that, that just binds the entire visuals together, it would have made a lot of sense. Or if the yellow on the gamepad was like a texture of flame, a flaming texture, and then you show that this is a new texture that is out, that would have worked a lot better. So in terms of marketing, I'm going to give you a 2, because there wasn't a clear message, but still this video could get someone interested in the product, but I have not seen a reason to buy it. So that's for Drew Desk. Thank you very much for participating in this challenge. I actually really love this concept, especially how it ended. Our second artist here is Yellow Motion. Let's see what you have for us. The music slaps. The music puts me into a certain mood just watching it. That just elevates the entire experience, just the music. I loved it. I love the music. Concept wise, I think I love what you did with the triangles. It's like a brand identity that represents the PlayStation. And I love it. I love how they were glowing and just spinning around. That was my favorite part of this shot. So for concept, I'm going to give this a 3.5. Why? Just because the last shots just came in weird. I like the way he cut from the first dark shots to the next one. I love the jump cuts. He worked, right? He worked from this to this. What I would have done personally though, I would have cut a lot earlier before it turned totally black. As at somewhere here, I would have just made the cuts. So he just jumped here. And that would save you some time. And I think it cut with the music, right? Yeah, cut with the music. Sweet stuff. So for concept, I'm giving it a 3.5. I love this shot so much. But the ending just came out weird. The point of jump cuts is to show two very contrasting different shots in a very quick successive manner. And it's exactly the same shots, like the same way the controller was framed, but in two different shots. But this didn't show any contrast. The only thing that changed was the triangle, square, circle thing just disappeared. That was very weird in terms of editing. But the rest makes total sense. So that's a 3.5. For animation, I love the first shot. I have nothing bad to say about it. The second one, I love it. I love it. I don't know how you did the interpolation, but it actually worked. It actually worked. The way it just revolved around it, no. Like, it came out really nice. You showed us the back, right? I'm guessing you showed us the buttons at the back while doing that, right? It just made a lot of sense. I think the next time we are doing this, I should probably have you guys on so we could actually discuss this, because I really like what I'm seeing. In terms of animation, I love every single thing about it except the last one. The last one just came out weird. The animation of the product and the camera animation, zooming out, then zooming back in. That is actually very weird. I don't know how to explain why it's weird, but if you are zooming out, let's know you are zooming out, right? You are ending the entire video by zooming out. That works. If you are zooming in, let's know you are zooming in. But it was very weird the way you zoomed out, then zoomed in, right? But the rest of it, I really love. So for animation, I'm giving you a 4. A solid 4. Now for sound design, I'm going to give you a 3 just because I like the music so much. But I don't think you put any sound effects on it. The music was really nice and you really caught to the music. But effects like swooshes, like, the way it rotated, you could just do it. Like the way the light was just going around, you could have just added a little bit of sound effect. But apart from that, I actually really do like it with just the music. Now for marketing, you could see at the bottom of the video, there are information about the product, right? Unique design, glowing buttons, and we could actually see these things, and you could see that it followed a progression. It's a 10-second animation. A lot of people complained that was too short, but I was actually challenging your editing skills. Can you come up with something that works, that tells a coherent story in a very short amount of time? That's very challenging, but honestly, if you can do that, it will really set you apart, especially in the world today where brands are looking for short form content for Instagram Reels and all that. So for marketing, I'm going to give you a 5. Because you started with showing the benefits, the features, unique grip design. You could see the grip, wireless connectivity. We couldn't see the wireless connectivity. You didn't describe that though. But we could read it, right? We could see the glowing buttons. Yeah, you said choose your color while you changed the actual color text. That was actually smart. So for that, I'm going to give you a 5 because you showed me why I should buy the products apart from just making it cool. So this could work very well for like a short Instagram ad for this controller. So that's it for Yellow Motion. Up next, we have Made by Omcar. I hope I'm not destroying that name right now. Sorry about that if I am. Made by Omcar. Let's see what we have. You can literally see me being speechless. The editing was snappy, and that was one of the things I told you guys on Discord, that let's make the editing snappy. A lot of things work in terms of concept, right? For me, the concept I see here is a very cool, snappy animation, camera animation going around the product, and also the text. The text was a big part of the concept. You can see the click text, click, 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 click. I love it. So for concept, I'm going to give this a 5, man. This is a 5. The way it ended was really, really cool. As you can see from here, this was the last frame. Then the controller disappeared. Then this guy was still showing and the logo. And then that turned into the last frame. That's really nice. So for concept, I give this a 5. For animation, I also give this a 5 because I see no problem with the animation. This was too smooth. Are you doing some hidden cuts? I think you are doing some hidden cuts. When you wipe the product across the frame and use it as a transition to transition you to another shot. I think we are doing that there. I don't think this is one shot because that would be mad. Probably at this point, you are wiping across the frame and changing to a different shot. But then you would have to tell us in the comments. Visual design style. I'm going to give this a 5 still. I'm giving this a 5 still, but as you can see, when it comes to composition, right, it was centered for the most part. And even at the different shots where you have it by the side, the composition was working. You can see click, click, click from the left, rule of thirds, while this other guy is on this other side. And from the right, the same rule of thirds over here. And then center framing. Then the color yellow again. I'm seeing the color yellow here again, and it's used perfectly well. You can see it in the text also. The text, the main points that you want to pass across is in color yellow. Now, sound design. Do I have to say this? Guy, listen to this. Every single movement, every single thing was accounted for. Each click, each swipe. Even I wouldn't go to this level, man. Like every single thing you put a sound for. I love it. No, especially here. This was my favorite. When it went crack, crack. I love it. Type-C charging, and you got the point across really good. So for sound design, I'm definitely giving you a 5. If I could give you a 10, I would, because this is really clean. And even the music works, because the music seemed like it was building up to something, right? So I expected something like a drop, but the way it dropped was also like a conclusion of the song, if you know what I mean. For marketing, you guys know what it is, man. You guys know what it is. You can clearly tell this is a very fast-paced 10-second animation, but you can still tell what it's trying to sell. The clicking, the buttons, they work really well. Adaptive triggers. I have no idea what that means. Type-C charging, bruv. Type-C charging is selling it to you. So in terms of selling the product, I'm going to give you a 5, man. This was really good. This was actually really good. PlayStation could actually use this. You could send it to Sony and they'll be like, wow, work for us. So well done, fam. We have ajibola.eth. Let's see what we have here.
PlayStation.
Now I have another perfect score on our hands. Okay, let me just go through this real quick. First of all, the concept. I also like the jump cut thing from the dark to the bright, but you did it really nicely. This is what I was telling Yellow Motion. You cut very, very nicely. As you were going forward, you cut to a shot that was bright. Very nicely done. So seamless. And you slowed it down. Come on, look at the sweet interpolation. Yeah, and the thing with the triangle, the box. Yeah, wonderful. You had different textures of the actual controller and you just cut through it. Yeah, and I love the last shot, the way you ended it. I think this looks very familiar. It reminds me of my phone animation tutorial. Wink, wink. So yeah, for concept, I give this a 4.5. I really love the concept. And I like the style. You guys know this is my kind of style. For visual design style, you can see that he picked blue as his accent color. I love the style. The style actually works very well. From the first shot, the blue accent was shining in your face. The second shot, you could clearly see even the triangles, the circle, the X, the box, you can see the blue. And these design elements here really, really works. I love it. Come on now. This is something I would do, fam. This is something I would do. There are little lines crossing here, some motion graphic elements. And then the different colors of the background changing with the color of the controller. That was really, really, really mad. Yeah, I'll give you a 5 for that. Awesome. Awesome work. For animation, this is getting a 5. Let's hear that again. For sound design, I'm giving you a 4. Why am I giving you a 4? I'm giving you a 4 because even though you didn't add a lot of sound effects, you basically used the music as your sound effects. Because the cuts were happening so well, like you were cutting right on time, that you wouldn't even need sound effects. The music is already helping you out, especially the montage in the end. God damn! That was clean. I'll give you a 4. Beautiful sound design. You really designed the animation to the sound. You can tell very clearly that this person searched for music before he started animating or editing. And then finally, marketing. I'm giving you a 5 here also, because from the second shot actually, you showed us what we are looking at. This is a DualSense wireless controller. I have no idea what that means, but it's some marketing words. You are showing us what this controller is. DualSense wireless controller. And you are also showing the logo. We can clearly see the PlayStation logo. Very nice. And latest grip tech, while showing us the very, very nicely textured latest grips. Very nice. I like that each shot is motivated, right? They're not just random. You have a point for each shot. latex, grape, tech, and then exquisite colors. Come on, this was my favorite shot. This montage, sweet. You must have rendered this exact animation for each and every one of these colors, right? I think that's how you did it, because that's how I would have done it. You rendered this 3 seconds part for each of the colors, and then you cut it when you were editing. Very nice. Very, very nice. Ninja Camu, I love it. I love it. The last person on this list, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I don't know exactly how to pronounce this, but I would say Mihai. Quite interesting. And concept wise, in terms of concepts, I'm going to give this a 3 right out of the gate. I'm not giving it a 0 because it's a very interesting looking concept, and I'm not giving it a 5 because you could have done better with this concept. You have a Batman themed controller. Come on, there's a lot of things you could do with this. Come on. I love the fact that all the buttons on the right were a Batman button, but then that's not practical. Yeah, I love the entire yellow theme. I love the glow of the lights. Very, very nice. 3 for the concept. Visual design style, I'm going to give this a 4. I'm going to give this a 4 because I don't see anything wrong with the design. The angles, they work. The center framing worked. The fact that it's one full shot. You know what I would have done if I were you? I would have made this a loop. It would have been really, really cool if it was a loop. If the product came forward and twisted, showed us different angles, then went back, then came forward again, that would really work well for Instagram content. I'm going to give this a 4 for design. For animation, this is getting a 5. This is getting a 5 for animation because I see nothing wrong with the animation. The interpolation was very clean. The entire thing, just that if it was a loop, it would have just been perfect. It would have worked really, really nice as a loop. But then the interpolation is very nice. The way it slows down, the way it goes fast up, slow down, faster. It's very, very sweet, very, very smooth. I love it. For sound design, I know you didn't have a lot of time for this, but I can tell that you just slapped some random music on it. The music didn't add to the video. It was just cool that you had music there. So I'm going to give you a 2 for the sound design. For marketing, I'm going to give you a 1 because why should I buy this? You have nothing in the video that would make me want to buy this, except for the fact that it looks very good. It looks very nice for a yellow Batman controller. I could absolutely just have this on a shelf somewhere, just looking very cool. Congratulations to Made by Omkar. This was a perfect score in every category. You really hit the nail on the head and gave me what I was looking for. Awesome. On our next challenge, there will definitely be prizes. Don't worry, in the next challenge, I'm going to announce it on YouTube, not like this one, so everyone can participate. I organized this one to be more like a community activity, just to get us moving in the community. And if you have not joined the Discord server yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Join Creative Serve Animator Squad and let's crush this thing. The link is in the description. I'll link every single artist in the description also. Please follow them, like their stuff, encourage them, comment on their posts. They are doing really, really good jobs. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Put your ideas for the next challenge in the description. If you have any comments concerning this challenge, something you'd like me to add in the next one, please let me know, and I would see you in the next video.